If you've ever wondered why things keep falling apart with a certain person, no matter how hard you try, here's the brutal truth. Sometimes God is the one pulling it apart, and you're just refusing to let go. When God doesn't want you with someone, the signs aren't always loud, they're subtle, persistent, and spiritually disruptive. First, peace will vanish. Your spirit knows what your heart won't admit, and when God removes His peace from a relationship, you'll feel it as anxiety, confusion, or constant emotional exhaustion. Remember, God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. You'll keep praying, but it feels like your prayers hit a ceiling. That's not a coincidence, it's a warning. Second, your purpose and walk with God begin to dim. You were running strong, but now you're distracted, spiritually dull, and drawn into cycles of compromise that dull your discernment and silence your conviction. Amos 3:3 says, "Can two walk together except they be agreed?" If you constantly have to sacrifice your identity in Christ to keep the relationship alive, it's not love, it's spiritual sabotage. Third, the relationship pulls you into sin more than it pushes you toward holiness. This is one of the most hidden yet dangerous signs. Lust begins to override love, boundaries blur, and your spiritual fire turns to smoke. God isn't punishing you, He's protecting you, because He knows what you don't. What feels good now can become chains later. Fourth, godly counsel keeps warning you, but you ignore it. Your friends, mentors, or even strangers speak truth that stings, but your emotions keep you stuck. Proverbs 11:14 says, "In the multitude of counselors there is safety, yet you keep brushing off every voice God sends." Fifth, everything feels forced. Forced communication, forced affection, forced commitment, because God won't bless what He didn't send. What starts with striving always ends in struggle. And here's a deeper, often shocking sign. Your spiritual growth stalls or regresses. You used to pray, now you overthink. You used to fast, now you fantasize. You used to hear God clearly, now it's static. Why? Because when you connect yourself to someone God is trying to remove, you block the very flow of grace meant to carry you forward. Romans 8:28 promises that all things work together for good, but only to them who love God and are called according to His purpose, not personal preference. If being with them constantly makes you question your worth, your future, or your spiritual direction, God may be screaming through the silence, "Let go." Sometimes the delay in your destiny isn't demonic, it's who you're dating. Your prayers for breakthrough go unanswered because you're holding hands with someone who was only meant to be a lesson, not a lifetime. God will allow heartbreak to protect your calling. So here's the challenge. Stop praying for clarity when you've already been shown the signs. Stop asking for peace while holding on to what's stealing it. If God has been trying to remove someone from your life, don't fight Him. Thank Him. Release what was never yours and watch Him restore what you never knew you needed.